speaker in the morning, so they give you kind of idea of theorem, right? So you've got the hyperdata set, and then you try to evaluate with correlation and TC, right? So what I did here is some tools that I built to help you look at different models with different metrics and try to determine what's the best model over a certain time. But I'll go through the history of this first. Let's go through. Back when I'm a civil engineer, I was a civil engineer, so now I'm a data scientist. That's my account, so I install AI. This talk is about the dashboard, so I'll give you a bit history of the dashboard. So I come from version 1, the basic one, to the now, to the version 2, which is the one that I'm going to present today. I'm going to show you how to use it. So I feel really critical use case that you may want to give it a try when you start submitting models. Okay, so brief history of the dashboard. So this is back in 2020. The first one I built because I couldn't have a way to look at where is my model among all the models. Right, so I have the web page. The web page gives me the metrics like correlation, correlation with the meta model, and other statistics. But I don't know where I am. I can't know that I'm in different kind of percentile, but I don't know where other people are. So I built this. So I try to collect all the models. So right in time I got a script, just pull all the data from all the models, different ones, put them all into a single page, and then you can see that I can look at, maybe not very clear from the analysis, but this is like the most of people who got their performance in this span here, and I can tell there's like a benchmark model called integration test. That's the old benchmark, and tell where it is. And this is like, I can also look at my models, so I can have different models here from my side, so I can look at how I perform compared to other people. And that's the purpose of the first dashboard. So it wasn't really like a good interactive dashboard. It was just like a static page with some interactivity, but not another one that I got today. And then I got some collaboration with another guy from Numerati. So he's the developer. So we'll be using this app, so we can hire from iOS and Android. Look at the payout on your account. So we work together. So I supply the CSV file, so I pull all data maybe into a single CSV file, so you can download it from GitHub, and he created an app here. So you can also look at different things more interactively. That was like a way early version of the dashboard. But then I stopped because when I first started back in 2020, there were only like 300 models. So people only allow one account. Some people have maybe 1 to 3 accounts, but still we only talk about a few hundred. But then it kind of like grew exponentially. Maybe I think it was due to COVID. Many people stay at home and start doing this. And today we're looking at about 16,000. So at some point between here to now, the size of that static HTML file grew from 1 megabyte to more than 30 megabytes. So if you've been using GitHub for a long time, you know that this is the danger zone. So it will give you a message saying, okay, you should use the large file system of GitHub instead of uploading it. But I still upload it because this is not a good practice. But anyway, this is the point I think I should give up now because it's getting too big. And also because at some point they changed the key metrics from MMC, which is the previous metric, to what we call TC, the true contribution amount, and the new correlation version 2. So I stopped it. But that's not the end, because somehow they allowed this, the helping phase, they allowed using Shiny. So before that it was only about Streamlit and another framework. But I'm a Shiny guy, so I like Shiny a lot. So when they allowed this, I said, okay, maybe I can give it another crack. Maybe I can use Shiny. So I don't have to download all the data. I can just give you a list. You can just supply a list of model names. I can just pull that data. It's like a small size data, and I can present the information interactively. And that's the point that I think, okay, maybe I should start again and create the app. This is what I thought. I'll do a live demo, probably, because this screenshot is not nice. But what I want to find out is this list here. So because we got different metric, and because we got different score multiplier, so you can have 0.5 times score or 0.5 times TC. So we have different combination of multipliers. So I want to capture all that, as well as other metrics like the payout, the rate of return, percentile of the model, or in terms of core and other metrics. So all everything in one single document. So that's really nice for me to compare. And also have a few different extra options here for people to trick the graph. And more importantly, I want to have a filter for the errors, because sometimes you submit a new model from maybe a few months ago, but if you go back to the website, it gives you the whole year of history. So that's no stopping point. But that's not what I want. I want to have my own defined starting point, so I can actually look at how the model performs when it's new to the latest one. So that's one of the main point, to give you more flexibility to look at the data. The other one is here, so this is what I'll talk about here, is how do we define a good model. So good model to me, in terms of the payout, is the one that is good for high correlations and high TC. So this is like, I can look at this corner here on the top right hand side. If the models are in this kind of area, I can stake on them more, because they are the good model based on this metric. So yeah, before I go into that, this is like very recently, it's like last week. So the design to turn off the VXTC, so that's no more degen for me. But I really like it, now it's gone, so it's not happy. The other thing about my memes is that when I'm angry, when I'm pissed, I'll have more memes. So if you go to Discord and saw a lot of memes, for me, I mean, I'm not happy in doing that period. So anyway, they changed it to 2x core maximum and 1x TC maximum. So well, that's what it is. So I built the tools to just for that and see what I can get the best out of that system right now. Okay, let's go through a 9 demo. So I will also share with you the link, the slides, so you can also find everything on GitHub later. So let's go to okay, can you guys see it? So let me make it bigger. This is in the first page of the app, so very simple app, nothing fancy here. So shiny Numerati, because this is like a shiny app, so I call it shiny Numerati. The first page will give you two options here. The first one is to find your model or select your model. Once you are done with those choices, then you can download data. So let me do that. So all my model is going Jo something, so I just put Jo_T, and I can find all the models. You can just select all. So you can see I have 70 models here. And then when you're happy with this, you can just download the data. Yeah, and then we collapse that. So these are the name of my models. Yeah, and this will also give you a data preview here. The thing I like, so I should look back about my thing, but the thing I like about my dashboard is that on the website, you don't see all this statistics. You only see like the correlation here, maybe the FNC, and then the TC, etc. But you don't see the actual percentile image. You can do it, you can hover on the number and to see the percentile. But then I want to look at them something like this, so I can have color scheme. So the high percentile will have green, low will have red, and then somewhere in the middle I don't care about will have light gray. So this gives me more information than the official website. So this is something that is useful for me at least. And if you like it, if you like the data, you can also go to Orator here. You can download the whole thing as a CSV to do all the analysis yourself. But let me get back to here. So this is the first two steps. So you select the model, you download data, then you go to this one, the performance summary, the next tab. And this is where the magic happens. So the first one here is about correlation and TC. What you need to do first is to adjust the filter, so which area you start. So this one I start from 499. So only I know that because I build a model, so I'm the owner, so I know where to start. And then you generate some graph. Okay. Right. So this is like all my 70 models on 2 scatterboard. The first one here is looking at the FH correlations and the FHTC. So there's 2 ways to look at it. So in this 2D graph, you want to look at models around this area, right? So that they have good FH correlations and TC. So I can hover my mouse, then you can see which model is in that area. So this will give you the first kind of filter to look at what kind of model that you want to stick on. If you have some model already running for a period of time. And the next one here, the one on the right is similar, but this is looking at the sharp ratio. So this actually is more robust. So giving you a longer term to see which model here is also high in correlation and TC, but they are also more stable. So if you look at, if you want to bet on the model, I will start looking at this top corner here, and to stick more on those models. Okay. And then if I look at this little table here, is the first 2 columns here is just the same information. So the FH correlations, FH the sharp of the correlations, and then the FHTC, the sharp TC, right? So this is a standard single metric for all models. But because they changed to a new sticking mode with 2 correlations, 2 times correlation plus 1 TC, and that's why I have this as well. So this is like a column for the maximum sticking mode that I can use, and I also have a sharp for that as well. So again, condense them into one single figure, and I can use the table here to sort it. Then I know that which models are on top. So this model here, I can expect the highest sharp with 2x correlation and 1x TC. So this is how I use the first page here. Does it make sense so far? Okay. Right, so let's go to the next step. So this is the one that you can play with all the metrics. If I go down a bit. Let's see. Can you guys see the text? Yeah. Okay. So it's just the same information from the website, but I present it into one single drop-down list. So you can choose from just the basic correlation version 2, the TC, the FNCVC, and all the other stats that you can get from the website. But I also include different modifiers here. So this is all the possible combinations that you can do. So you can maybe do half correlations, maybe one and a half correlation, etc. So you can do all this. I also have the percentile for different metrics. You can also look at the payout, the actual payout, or the weight of return, which is very normalized payout, depending on the state. So let's say I want to look at this one here. It is the 2 core and 1 TC. And I have to click refresh graph. Then you will see this. So this is something that you can also see from the website. But the main difference is that the website will give you the whole 1 year record. But this is like, I define this starting point here. It's really handy for me because I know where I started. And then you can see the cumulative metric. So this is based on 2x core and 1x TC from time to time. But the one that I missed from the website is this here, passive view. So if I click on that, wait a little bit, and then the magic will happen like this. So this is also quite important for me because I want to look at different model individually, but like one on the same page. So now I can see, okay, for each model I can kind of see the actual increase or decrease, or whether they are performing badly. So this is like something that you could do for all the different metrics. So you can just go back to this here, choose one of the favorite one that you want to look at, and then you can play with the option as well. I can also have this here, high depending, because there's always 19 rounds of pending, so they are not finalized, so they are not the real result. And you can also hide them, and then that will give you maybe a more robust picture because you're not looking at something in the future that might change. So this is something that you can't do it with the official website. Okay, so the next one here is, so the first two tabs are all about different metrics. Then the third one is about payout. So this is like summarize all the MLR again from the tournament. So the first one here is just like a simple histogram. So you can see, so this is like summertime. So this is July, so I know because this is the date I went to Prague for the meetup. And then I got burned. I don't know why, so maybe I shouldn't do a meetup when it's like 2 minutes running. But after that, I think I got a really good honeymoon period. So from July here, August, September, until the end of maybe the first week of September. Then I got a lot of burn, and now I'm going back here. So I'm happy now. So it's back. But this is good because I don't want to just look at my stuff. I can also look at the benchmark model. So I can do the same thing. I select the benchmark model and look at what it's like during the same period. Right? So let me go back to this and okay. Let me just go through the tab. So you have just the same information but in different things. So this is the same information but in tables. Then this is the same thing but I sum up the amount per model. So you can look at different models and the payout. And this one is quite new. This one is also experimental, so I didn't check all the numbers, so don't trust everything, all the numbers on this page. But this is like something I did really recently because they had a fireside chat not long ago, and then they decided to change the maximum staking on PC from 3 to 1, and then correlation from 1 to 2 rates. So I want to know if I look at just my historical performance with correlation and TC, what's the impact on my payout? So this is it. This is the answer. So this column here is what I would earn with one correlation and 3x TC, and this is what I would earn with the new staking model. So that's why I'm making memes. So I'm not happy about this. But it is. And this is just for individual model. You can do the same thing. So different scoring modes and different impact on different models. So remember, I'm having a pay cut. Okay. Yeah, and then this is just 2 more graphs here. It will take a long time to generate, but you can play around with them, or I can show you this. I can show you the actual thing to generate. So the last 2 packs should look like this. So this is the last 2 packs. So for the payout chart. So this will take a long time to generate because you look at individual payout for Monzo and then put that into a stack histogram. It actually takes a long time to generate this. But this is also nice. I think this could be an NFT. The next one here is just the same thing, but I put it into all individual models. So we can see sometimes some models may survive better, so they still have a fixed period here, but some models they can survive better. So this is some analysis that you can do quite easily with this dashboard, and you can look at different models. Some models may got a higher mean of correlations, but if they are like unstable, you may not want to stick on them too much because if you are unlucky with the first staking round, you may have a huge drawdown just from this first round. So hopefully this will give you an idea. If I go back to this, so remember that we talked about the benchmark model. So I asked Michael, and then I asked him to give me some example of the relevant benchmark model. So he gave me this list, so 3 models from the V4 version, and then 1 old one, the OG with each example. So I'll put them together, and you can look at this. So this is the KPI, so this is looking again at 2x core and 1x TC. Some of them is doing, this one is doing really good. This is the, I think it's based on the SARS 20 data. So this is the new benchmark model, you play well. this example version 4 is not really doing anything here, it's going down all the time. This is the OG, the old version 2 model, and then this is another benchmark model. So you can use this and compare your model with the benchmark model and see how you can actually perform better than the benchmark model within this graph. So this is, again, summarizing the payout from those benchmark models. You can see there's a long period from the summer time. So this is July, and this is August, and then now September, and this is October over here. If you look at this graph, and if you look at mine right here, and I actually survived better in the summer period than the example model, but I still have some drawdown here, which I couldn't escape that point. I don't know why, but now it's getting back. So. So yeah, so I designed this dashboard here. I'll share with the link later on. But if you if you have a Discord account here, if you go to the welcome channel, welcome page, you can actually see the link from the Discord welcome page. Is my this here, Numerati dash, and you get the link to the dashboard. Okay, so. And if you have any feedback, of course you can email me or comment on anything. So I underscore AI Joe, that's my username on Discord. That's conclusion. So how do you use this quickly? So the first one is look at KPI with correlation and TC. Look at top right corner. That would be your best bet from just two simple graphs here. And goodbye, TC. You guys know this, like you got into this museum, yeah? So this is like, it's gone. It's living in our lovely memories. And this is what I got when I was doing well with one race called Big TC. And this is me now with the new payout. So thank you, Numerai, thank you, I love you. Bye. Thank you. Yeah, go on.
I have a question about like a couple slides back about the conclusions. This one here. Like, have you ever, like in your graph, it's pretty clear that the best performing models are kind of in that top right quadrant. Have you ever had any though where it made more sense to only ever optimize for one metric, being either TC or core? Like, have you ever had a model that is like clearly like better than the rest in maybe just core, but bad on TC, and so you only stake on core? Or reverse, like you have a very high performing TC model that's like better than the rest, but is really bad on core. So you do 0 times core, 2 times TC. Like, have you ever done like instead of both, dual strategy, just a single metric strategy?
So the simple answer is no, because this is like this graph. I only had this like for 2 weeks, and before that, I know I have some models. They're all doing okay, but I don't know which one is good because it was like a short time period. I couldn't get enough data. So what I did was stick on them evenly. So all of them got the same stick, even though they're training on different targets, they're training on different algorithms. So I only use 2. So H tools and neural network only 2, and then some other example of different models. So actually there are only 3 groups. So either tree-based model, neural networks, and an example of both. But I didn't know actually which one would be better in the long term. So let's stick on them, all of them, evenly, and that's what I get. So I still get, sometimes I have like a beautiful trade-off. So this is actually what I want. So I have a period that I have most of the model in the blue, which is green, earning, and some burning. What I don't want is this. So all of them are burning. I don't know what happened. So this is what I want to avoid. So when I build my model, I try to use kind of some hedge. So in my mind it works. So I have some model working in different periods, or them working on another period. But then the results telling me that they all suck and support, so they can't actually do the hedging. So this is like giving me another information that I will take home and say, if I have time, I'll be fitting that hatching strategy because they don't actually work. When they do work, do it pretty well together. But I want something like this all the time. I want something like hatching all the time without this big burn. Even though that mean here, the mean of the core, the payout here is lower than the degenerate period. But I want this instead of one single drawdown, continuous drawdown for like 3 weeks time here. So something that I'm still working on it. So hopefully this graph here, this graph here, will give me another dimension to look at the model again. So maybe this one linear work, this one is three-phase, this one is an example. I don't know. I take it and look at the actual configurations. And maybe I find that if I can find some common factors in here, then I can focus on that and rebuild some model that with the features coming from this information here. So that's why I'm going to push this to here, to list this, so everyone can look at their model and see, okay, what's so special about your best model? What's so special about this group here? And what's so special about this worst performing groups here? You can find that magic with the difference between them, then you got it, and you can focus on building more models like this.
Very cool, thanks.
All good? Alright. So I hope you can try it out when you have time. So that's me. That's my presentation. Again, if you want to contact me later on Discord, that you should find it quite easy.